Hey folks, welcome back to Bama Performance and Solves. Back with host Mitch Forster, and tonight we is hopping back in our Dolmar project. This is at 60. I can't remember 6400, 7900. Let's see, 6400. So I picked up that bad piston in it, bad cylinder. Sorry, I'm just gonna turn on this heater. It's a little chilly tonight. It's gonna get colder. Found my bolts for the cylinder, so let's go ahead and put them in and see what she timed out at. Say that. Unless I done drop them down in it. There we go. Could make that just a little bit easier on you. Mating surface is clean. It's always not clean, but while I do have it down, I'm going to, of course they don't make them big enough to fit down in the head. So I'm going to have to use pliers like that. There we go. This side's going to be the tricky one. Get it like that. I guess you gotta set them down with the cylinder whenever you go to put it on. There we go. Now I gotta find my T27, which I think I actually have up here. If I remember right. That guy right there. And it is. So let's slam this guy home, see what kind of squish it has. Which I guess I could only do 2. But go. Oh, you're not gonna let me with the handle, are you? It may though. We'll see. Then we gotta pull our clutch off. Last one right down here. I'll do that, sorry. Just tightening our head down. There we go. Alright. Gotta find all my stuff. There it is. Let's go ahead and lock a piece off. See where our squish sits. I imagine probably gonna have to use a gasket on this sucker, but we'll see. That's all the way out the cord, something like that. See that? Gotta get further down in there. There she goes. Use a big screwdriver. Slop her off down in here. And we're good. Alright, back her off. See where she's coming out of that. That belt looks like it lopped it off, ain't it? Let's do it to the back side of the head. I don't think that was a good squish reading. Go ahead and do that. I'll try to pull off this here clutch. There we go. Roll it back, then forward, and then back. Alright, let's see where she sits. a little bit of an angle on it, so the squish band's not exactly flat. Throw this out. There, smallest. Ooh, she's pretty fat down there on the smallest. Let's make sure. We got a 0. Oh, no wonder I'm in millimeters. That'll help. About 20 thou at the very smallest. Yeah, about 20 thou in there. Maybe 19. We may get away without using the gasket on her. Check in a couple more spots just to be safe. Let's see, give it a little bit more. Something like that. See if we can get around that side. Make sure we're all the way against the wall. And test her again. She ain't the flattest thing in the world, that's for sure. Definitely got some angle to her. Got this guy back on. Maybe. Maybe just. Well, there we go. See that? She's getting wonky on us. There we go. That this thing's about giving up the ghost. And yeah, this thing's about done. Let's see if we can get it. Get a little more life lift out of it. Put it back to inches. And about 21 thou, 19 thou. Progressively gets up to 30 pretty quick. I think we'll be able to go with no base gasket on it. It'll be perfectly fine. Let's check it on this side just to be safe. Sure we ain't in any transfers. Go. See what she come out at. Come on. Yeah, she's getting wonky on me. Don't know how much we can trust this measurement, but I think we can. Yeah, she's showing about 28, 29 on that side. Very small, it's right at 20. So I think we'll be okay with a little bit of sealer on her. Alright. Pull this old clutch off if we can. Get my small screwdriver. Sometimes this one just don't like to do it. Come out of there. Say that. I'm gonna just grab my pick. Just pick on it. Man, except it really does not want to come out of here. And the thing does not want to come out of there. Let's see if we can get her out. Got her most of the way. I think she just stuck in there pretty good. Man, she does not want to come out there. Let's see. Let me get you out of there. Man, we almost had it now. There she goes. Got it. It's been in there for quite some time. There's that guy. Port drum off. Bearings looks in pretty good shape. Should give us enough to bite down on for our tester. It's been a while since I pulled this guy out, so we'll see if it still wants to work with us. Let's get it as close to top dead. Somewhere in there. That. That's if you tighten her down. That should be enough. See if she'll turn on for us. Let's get this guy. Let's go. So that's 29. $69. Should need to go up about right there. Let's grab our light wherever I may have set it. Right there. We'll go down to our intake port if I can get this guy to work. May just finally given up on us. Right there. 78. $79. Dang, I was close. Dang, this thing stocks almost at 78, 79. I ain't gonna have to pull it much. Yeah, right there. 79.9. The other side was at what? Right there. 79.7. So we're already sitting at 80 degrees. I ain't gonna go further than that. See when our exhaust opens. She opens. First light is right there. 102. Not bad. See where our transfers cracked at. These guys are kind of hard to see. I end up going this way to see them. Oh, that's definitely not the way. Looking at somewhere right in there where they're starting to open. It's tough because you can't see that. Looking at shadows. Somewhere right in there. 129, so we're already sitting at 27 degrees of blowdown. I do believe, don't think I can see those others. Let's see if I can get, just because of the angle of this plug, cannot see the rear. It's very easy. Yeah, they definitely crack right there. Somewhere right in there. So I think, really, like I said, the intake's really right there. Already at already there at 79. I don't think I'm gonna go do anything. So I'd widen it, but I probably will try to raise the exhaust port. We got burrs, crack, right. That's not the true first crack, first ray. Right there. Yeah, about 102. That's the first ray. And then when we go down to these transfers, it's so hard to see these suckers right here. Somewhere right in there. Yeah, right around 129, so that'd be 27 degrees of blowdown. That should make for a pretty zippy fun saw already. Probably what I'm going to do is open up the windows and the piston, raise the exhaust up to 98, that's what, 4 degrees. We're already at 27, that puts it 31, and I'll probably have to raise the transfers. I know these like 28, so I'd have to raise the transfers 3 degrees. Yeah, around 3 degrees, raise the transfers. So we may end up doing that. That'll make for a good saw. Because I know these really come alive right there at 98, 99, somewhere right in there. We'll have to get a spring that, but that won't be too difficult. I want to make sure on these transfers one last time. So we're open there. Alright, yeah. Yes, definitely open by that point. Somewhere right in there. So I think we can raise our exhaust to 100, maybe 2 more degrees, and that puts it at 29, which is like 28, 29 degrees. May not have to touch transfers other than angle them a little bit further back to the intake port. Like I said, I'm probably going to leave the intake alone besides trying to widen it. Exhaust, try to widen it as much as I can, and just see how she goes from there. So I'll bring you back when we get a port work done. Try to get into it tonight. So see you in just a little bit. All right, folks, port work has been completed. Raise the uppers, open the lowers, widen the intake, widen the exhaust, raise the exhaust. So let's see where we ended up at. I said this is a 54 millimeter cylinder, so it's gonna put it at something like 85 degrees. Let's see where she ends up at. Alright. Make sure we're still zeroed up. Right where she was. Find our light. $79.2. $79.4. Looks like we're good there. All right. See, and we didn't go too wide. We left it good there. See how our exhaust did. Looks like we did good on our exhaust. See when she opens. Alright, first ray is there. Oh wow, we're actually a little, let's go than I was expecting. They're still sitting at about 101. We only took it down a couple degrees, or really a degree. Yeah, there's first light. Let's see about this way, what we're coming up with. First ray is right there. Yeah, we only took it down about a degree. Let's see where our transfers start at. That guy looks about right there. Ooh, we still got a ways to go. So transfers are good at 126 right there. Does appear. See if I can get in there and see the rears. Not from here, but the fronts are right out there. Hold on, I think I hear one of my cheese being tapped. Give me a moment. Alright folks, I went back in it one more time. I wasn't happy with this side's transfer. It's still sitting at like 128. And then our exhaust was still sitting at 101. So went back in it, did some more port work. Let's see how she come out. So make sure our intake hasn't changed. Oop, guess if you turn it on. 79. Yeah, 79. It's like around 79, 79 and a half. So I'm happy with that. Alright. See when our exhaust opens. It closes. $99, I'll take that. 99.4 is about where she's at. I'll take that. Maybe even 98. Yeah, she first real ray of light right there. Right at 99. I'll take that. Transfers. Open. Right there. 125.9. So that's what? 126 minus 99 is 27. 27 degrees blow down. That's right where we want it to be at. Let's check out this side, see if it's the same, more or less. Somewhere right about there. I don't know if it's where I'm looking at. So tough to see this side. I got this side angled a little bit. Alright, so that's all we're going. Cracks right there. 120, 126, so 27, 28 degrees of blow down. I can live with that. I can live with that all day. Yep. So 27, 28 degrees of blow down. Exhaust is sitting at, man, I got that exhaust looking right too. It looks perfect. What I like. So first real ray is right. Oh, set my light cut out. Should be about right there. You can tell when it's the first real ray. It's right there at 99. I would take that all day. Especially being this big of a saw. Yeah, right there. We may dip down in 189, somewhere right there. $187, but when we put the sealer on it, last thing, like I said, I want to double check my intake. So we will lose a little bit. Right there, 97.5. Actually, I'm gonna say right there, 80. And 79.8. So right there at 80. So we'll probably come back down to 79. I think she'll be about perfect. Looks like we got good coverage on her piston. This side. Look good on this side. Transfers look good. I think we're good to go. So our numbers end up being 79.5. Probably going to end up around 79 after we put a base kit or moto seal on it. 126, 127 on our transfers, and by the time we put moto seal, we're probably going to be sitting at 98.5. So was that 27, 28 degrees blow down, right where they want to be. At least from what I've been told, this is the first one I'll port. So I think we're good there. I mean, I think this. I know people hate on these cylinders, but this one came from Saw again, and honestly, I've been happy with the results. Porting it now, will it flake? I don't know. That's time to be seen, but I didn't really have any chipping at all. Numbers were pretty decent stock. I mean, the exhaust was what, 102, transfers were 129, intake was right at 7980. I didn't even touch the intake besides widen it. I'll show you the port work I did on it. It's not the greatest by any means, but this is just a personal saw. It's probably gonna just experimental for me with these. I wasn't gonna use my good cylinder. I'd rather use this junk. But I don't know how well you'll be able to see that. She is a good bit opened. Put on low light, see if you can see that. Or, yeah, I mean, I said just widened and raised it just a little bit. Then the intake, really didn't mean to get up in here. Just took down some casting flash. Then I'll show you, just widened it, not a whole lot, just a little bit. Actually, see, could have came down this corner a little bit and cleaned that up, but that's all right. Nothing crazy. Just opened her up just a little bit. And my piston is sitting right there, so I think we got good coverage on it. And transfers are not pretty. They are sloped, pretty heavy. Angled them back just a little bit more than normal. This side didn't do as much. I said, for some reason, this side was a lot. This one was sitting, when we checked it the first time, this side was sitting at 126. This side was still sitting at 130, so I'd raise it a fair amount. That's why it looks so much bigger than that guy. I said, and I just sloped it back toward the intake. Got my number I wanted to be at. Let's just grease this down in there. Then I took my gasket, if I can find it again, laid it over top, and saw where, if I can get it laid down again. Let's see. Just traced it out and cut out our lowers. And I checked it on the case, it's good on the case. So I sloped back, cut this back, sloped it down, cut this back, sloped it down, gave a little more case volume, which will be good for this, and gets a little extra flow into them lower transfers. Really didn't open up the channel of the transfers, just opened up the lowers, opened up the uppers, really formed it just a little bit. These walls out here seem a little thin, so I didn't want to go too far into them. I said I'd rather keep the flow up and just let the timing and velocity run its course. And so, yeah, I said just knock these back some, open these way back. Wish I had a stock cylinder to show you, but cut a fair amount out of right there. And I think she'll do pretty good. But time will tell. We will get back to it. Oh, what's today? Today is Wednesday. Probably Sunday night, maybe Monday night, just depending. I'm about to have to go inside because it's getting pretty late now. I have to round up the rest of my parts for this. I know I've got intake gasket, not gasket, intake boot, clamp. I'm gonna JB weld this in. I know they're notorious for leaking, so I'm gonna go ahead and JB weld it in before I put it on. Then I need to get a spring for right here. I'm trying to think of what else. I think that's about it. I got a holder. Oh, I got to get an air filter. I will have to get one of those. I got a choke rod. I'm gonna use a Steel 044 muffler that I'm gonna open up to fit it. And I think that's about it. Then we should have good running 85cc if it doesn't flake. Now I will say the plating did seem fairly thin. not overly thick plating, but it was very workable plating. I mean, like I said, didn't really have any chipping in it. I think they've come a long way since 2016, 2017 on them. I don't think they're near as bad as what they were. Because this one didn't chip on me at all. Now, I was pretty careful with it, to be quite honest. I was very, very careful with it. But plating was reasonably soft. I mean, I don't think it's going to last years. But this saw ain't going to get run every day for years. I mean, it'll get run a handful of times, just like all my rest of my saws. They don't get productions, at least not right now. That's not my job. I'm more on the management side of it, but who knows what the future may hold. I may go work some weekends with tree service. I've pondered that, doing tree removals. Did it in college, climbed trees in college, but I don't know. May get into it, may not, but we will see how long this lasts. Like I said, 85 cc's. We'll see how the plating holds up. I think the port works pretty good. The exhaust I'm actually extremely happy with. That's probably one of the best exhausts I've done, truly. As far as a good angle on our roof, usually I get it flatter than that. That one's got a nice D to it. And yeah, so I think we are good to go. I do believe. So we will get her cleaned up. I'll probably open those transfer slots in the piston. They really don't do much on this because of how these transfers are located. I found using slab sides is actually a little bit better. For like your 372s, they do a lot better. I think the 7910s, like I said, this is aftermarket 85cc, but if you went to a 79 and got 7900 cylinder with a 7910 slab side piston, they're pretty good runners from what I hear. That's kind of the best of both worlds. But yeah, we're gonna try this combination out, see how she does. If anything, we'll at least get good data. I said we'll see how she runs. She runs pretty good, that's great. If she runs terrible, then we know for the future. We kind of want to see how wide I could go. So I'm gonna try that real quick. See if we can get this guy to slide down there. I doubt it. Here, we're supposed to be able to get this guy to go on here. Without using ring compressor, but I doubt it. Nope. So I have to use ring compressor. Let's see, I kind of just want to see how far we are on our piston. This that right. Got it pretty good a little while ago. I'd say a Husky's easier to put the cylinder on, at least 372 is compared to this. I don't know. There we go. It's gonna be interesting when I go to seal her down. I guess I'll put it on the cylinder. I hope I don't get it, mess it up. Set it on back down. Go ahead, throw these back in it just so I can see exactly how far we went. So that's all I'm wanting to do. See how far we went flattening on our intake exhaust. I'm just going to use a marker on the piston. That'll give us a pretty good indication if we can go any further or if we can't. Put it like that. Yeah, I'm gonna run a steel 044 dual port muffler on it. We'll make a brace up for it instead of trying to locate a 6400, 7300, or 7900 muffler, because I definitely don't want to fool with the SLR muffler. Alright, let's see. Take our Sharpie. Rotate this bad boy up. See if we can get in there in the corner. I don't know if we'll be able to. You kind of see it. Let's try this guy. Won't be able to get as deep off on it, but it's got a pretty good line for us to draw, I believe. Alright, we're going to do our intake. This is a little more tricky. Yeah, I doubt we'll be able to. Just because of this, what's it called? We need a small little pen. I don't think that'll do it. Go ahead and put these guys up. There's Crab-A-Line. So we'll just grab a line, ain't gonna hurt nothing. Alright, let's see how she came out. See how much further we could have gone. I said this ain't all out, mainly because this is the first one I've ever done of these, so I don't know. Read up on what numbers they like. But numbers is only part of the equation, as y'all know. Oh yeah, we're safe. We got about 1 millimeter on this side and about 1 millimeter on that side, so yeah, we're safe. Real safe. That'll clean off. Ain't nothing but marker. On this, looks like 1 millimeter on that side. A little scratch right there. Probably about 1 millimeter on this side. So I think we're good. I think we are good to go. I think she did pretty good. That's exactly where that little scratch is. We have enough coverage right there. So yeah, I think we're good to go. We'll get her cleaned up. I said, gotta get my parts up all together. But keep these all here on the tape. Gotta get our intake boot clamp. Go ahead, get it, and then clean up our base, clean up our cylinder. Go ahead, glue it on, and then I'll block off the intake, block off the exhaust, and we'll blow it out. And that's the best way to go about it on this one. Just because I didn't have a cylinder to start with, that's what we're going to do. So, I appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all enjoyed what you saw. We're going to see how it runs. Probably not this week. Maybe next week, maybe the week after. Not 100% sure. Should be pretty stout. I mean, was it 79 and a half on the intake, 126, 127 on the transfers, and 88 and a half to 80. So 98 and a half to 99 on the exhaust. I think it'll be pretty snappy. I think it'll run with a 28 pretty fair from everything I've read up on them. So we'll just have to see. Thanks once again. I appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all have enjoyed what you've seen. If you like what you saw, please hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. We'll catch you on the next one. Hope y'all have a blessed evening. and know Jesus loves you. Thanks, y'all.